Waiting for more people to join this. Already feeling sleepy. I know. I hate when I can't see who's joining this. Hey. Oh, damn. There you go. Just popping up. Lovely new hair. Thank you. Thank you. Hey. Hey, girl. Looks amazing. Thank you so much. What's up, Rachel from East San Jose, Cali? Girl, you really going to be on during Game of Thrones premiere? I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I wouldn't know. Hey, bae. What's good? Hey, Sariana. I'm done. Yeah, I don't watch it. I love your hair. Thank you. What's up? From Lakewood, New Jersey. The natural look on you looks amazing. Thank you. I didn't want to do too much because of the bangs. I was gonna do red lipstick, but then I'm like, I was gonna say I was trying to look like Selena's. Thank you. My daughter's sleeping. She be out. Yesterday we was out by like 9:30. She fell asleep a little bit earlier today. How Selena of you missing the red lips? Oh. Love the hair. You can't be me for whoever don't recognize me. Oh, hey girl. Oh my god, your bangs. Thank you. You're beautiful, but not sure I love the bangs on you. It's okay. Not everybody's gonna like it. I miss watching you and your mama's lives. Come to San Jose so we can chill and do it live, girl. Soon, maybe. My nose is dripping. Came through dripping. Drip, drip. Came through. No, I'm taking her to the school this week to enroll her. I had to get some doctor's notes from Brooklyn and stuff like that. Love your hair, girl. You're banging. But everybody else is enrolled in school. Like my brothers, Pookie's enrolled in a new school. My other sister, she's in Sicily right now. Sorry, I legit love Benny's post with Saraya. I'm beyond happy for you. It's so good to see you two finally happy and treated great. A lot of people were upset with that post. Yeah, the red lipstick would have looked great. Tyrant, I owe her a dinner. Sent y'all my way. Yeah. I'm going to tell my mom. Not used to the bangs, but always love a change. You can rock anything. Thank you. She's growing up fast. Yeah. A lot of people aren't happy with that post, and I honestly don't care. Like, this is just me speaking. Like, honest. Like, me, I feel like I could be more honest here because I have, like, a mature audience and a bigger support here than what I do on Instagram. And basically, I don't give a fuck who thinks who I should and shouldn't have around my kid. Alright? Went from having people that Danny's put around us, fucking gangsta ass niggas, big old bodyguards, weird people too, to fucking it doesn't compare to the people that I decide to let into my daughter's life, let alone mine, which isn't many. You know? And it's just, I don't know why it offended so many people or made so many fucking people angry. the post actually made me happy to see, because it shows that not only does he love and he cares and respects me, he respects my daughter and cares for her just as much, and respects me as a mother to accept my daughter and whatever the fuck I come with, which is my child. So rather than people being supportive of that and seeing me move on, they want to be angry, and I'm not like necessarily understanding why, but I don't really give a fuck. You know, it's like other people are allowed to do certain things and I'm not. Meanwhile, I'm the one that's with my child, taking care of her, and I have been with the help of my parents. You know, I have family to fall back on too. It's just, I'm just not understanding the angle. You know, I've heard people make, including myself, you know, cause I was like deeply into that situation where I was defending a lot of bad things in itself. So it's just like, why am I gonna make an excuse for something that I shouldn't have any excuse? Being a father, there should be no excuse when it comes to being a father. You know, you don't need to have money to be a father. Half the shit you gonna buy her, she won't even have. That's not gonna give her memories. That's not gonna give her time. That's not gonna give her love. So I'm tired of hearing that excuse. I sacrificed 2 years. I didn't do shit 2 years just so my daughter could have everything. I sacrificed 2 years so I could make it so my daughter can have everything. You sacrificed 3 years because after you made it, the whole year that you blew up and got famous, you didn't devote any time to your daughter. So for people that feel like they can have an opinion on what the fuck they think they saw or what the fuck he decided to put out on Instagram in the moment to make it seem a certain way, it's like, y'all don't really know, so shut the fuck up. It's just like, I'm not looking. Like, I'm building and eventually, slowly growing with someone that shows genuine interest in me and cares for me as well as my child. So why is that an issue? Not looking to replace or find a father for my daughter. My dad is all the father my daughter needs. If my daughter, what better father figure than my father figure for my daughter? But I'm not opposed to having someone step into my daughter's life who genuinely gives a fuck about her and wants to be that role, But not that I'm over here trying to force it or look for that. No, that's where people are misconstruing it. So I'm saying, I believe everything you was saying because still George told everyone that he was not the person that everyone thinks. I'm not going to speak too much on Jorge. But what I will do is apologize to Jorge for calling him a liar when he spoke up about what I went through. I can't respect him in other aspects as far as what he did or what he's doing. But that's all I'm going to say. It says, but why you keep trying to make him look bad? That is your daughter's father. You should have respect for each other. She will grow up and see for herself the wrongs and rights. When has he acted like a father? Like, yours, blood doesn't make you family. It doesn't, because I have people who are family who don't give a fuck about me, or people who I don't see in years that are family. And I have people who are not bonded to me by blood who show more action and initiative to be, if not friends, but fucking family. Alright? Family is people who stick by your side and who are there for you, who love and support you, who want to be in your life. You shouldn't have to seek out relationships with your father, your brother, your sisters, your aunts. Family should just automatically be there because that's what they're supposed to be. People can say a lot of things about my family, judge us or whatever, but we go hard for one another. My biggest support are my fucking family. Call us ratchet, call us what we call us what you want, but we can, one thing for sure is that we can fall back on each other cuz we're family. And no, he hasn't reached out to us at all. So mind your fucking business. Don't tell me, oh, but that's your daughter's father. And for the people who are saying, oh, I don't believe that she doesn't know that's her father. This man was so inconsistent and spent more time doing everything else and more worried about his career, his fame, his jewelry, his money, his bitches, to actually play a present role in my daughter's life. He was always in and out. Okay? So can't nobody tell me nothing. My daughter knows he was a familiar face. Does she know his role exactly? No, she just knew he was there but didn't know exactly who the fuck he was. Because he wasn't around. In and out. She calls my dad dad, and it's not because she hears us calling my dad dad, because everybody in this house calls my dad papi. All my dad's kids call him papi. So she picked up dad on her own. Of course she hears that. Wait, what? He spent more time in starlets than he did at home. Like, you can't tell me nothing. He was a familiar face, and not because he came whenever he came in and out, because the boy had fucking tattoos and rainbow hair, and whenever he was around, he pulled out a phone and would play with her, like on live or record it just so he can post it up. Like, that's not a father. You can't tell me that. It's not bashing him. It's just me being real. I'm not saying it in an angry tone. It's just I'm clarifying a lot of things that you guys seem to have fucked up and want to make me out to be a certain way because I'm clearing these things up. No. That's ridiculous. Half the people who are speaking on the subject don't have kids. I'm not gonna talk about him. Like, I'm just over. I'm not gonna talk about him no more in this conversation. It's just not something that's even worth talking about at this point. Off of something that had nothing to do with him. It was a post that was heartfelt from Benny. Benny shows genuine interest in what I have going on in my life, genuine interest as me as a in me as a person, a mother, and everything. And I don't see why that's a bad thing. I slap him the fuck up. I have kids and warn a lot of shit with my baby daddy. I wouldn't bash him on social media. I'm not bashing him because I'm speaking my truth. That's the thing. Like, am I supposed to stay quiet? No. People cope with things in different ways. And I'm not the first or last girl to go through whatever the fuck I went through. So me coming forward and speaking about my truth, you guys just don't like it because I'm doing it in a public way to reach awareness to people, to females who are going through it, to everybody's favorite rapper, everybody's favorite troll. Meanwhile, in real life, you guys don't know him from a hole in the wall, so I'm not understanding. Like, why is this such a evil thing of me to do? I didn't know how to leave certain situations, and certain situations were all that I knew. So, I mean, I, in a sense, didn't want to feel like I was cheating my daughter out of something that I had, which was a 2-parent household. You guys see my parents. You see, I aspire to have what my parents have. And I didn't want to feel like I was cheating my daughter out of that. And I wanted to have hope that I could have had that with my daughter's father. But that's just not how it worked out. And I'm fine with that. And I come to peace with that. I'm moving on with my life. And I'm actually really happy. So I don't see why people are nitpicking on every single little thing that I do as far as me moving on. And they try to twist it into me trying to get back or be bitter. No, in the process of me moving on is me speaking my truth, me exploring new experiences, new relationships, stuff like that, focusing on new endeavors, being around my daughter. Like, I don't know what you guys want me to do. You guys want me to go through what I went through, be beaten down and crawl under a rock and not speak up? Like, is that you guys' favorite could never do no wrong, and it's just like, y'all don't know anything. So and it's like he can move on, like, and do all these other things, and I can't. You know, he put me through all this shit. Doesn't make sense. I don't understand how some of your brains are wired, but that's just not what I'm doing. And if you don't agree with it and if you don't like it, I don't really feel the need. I don't really think you should feel the need to be on my shit or even follow me or use your fingers to type something in a negative way. I live for me and my daughter. That's it. I'm not worried about saving someone else's ass or image Like, that's not, no. That if that's really what was important to the person, they would have thought twice before doing what the fuck they did. You gotta, especially when you're, especially to the extent of what you're doing. Thank you. Surround yourself with people who love and support you. That's what I'm doing. I honestly, I feel more support and affection and genuine care from Benny than what I felt from my daughter's father in the past 7 years. Your strength is admirable. Thank you. Man, treating women like shit, that bugs the fuck out of me. One more colorful hair, don't care. You giving Selena vibes. I know, I didn't want to throw on red lipstick. I feel like that would have been trying too hard. You know they go hard with Twitter fingers, internet bangers, but wouldn't say shit to your face. You have to do what's best for you and your daughter. I mean, I don't try to focus on that because that's not my concern, and I don't really care. It's not like, yeah, if he gets out, he gets out. Good for him. God bless him. I hope with him getting out, he changes or is already changed for himself. I don't even think you can't change for other people. You have to change because you want to change. It shows how you're glowing. Optimism in your eyes. Stand proud, woman. Thank you. I have your back so much on Instagram. Everyone's blocked me. Oh, thank you, Ava Renee. The way you glow when you speak of Benny is so priceless. Those bangs are fire. Thank you. No, I'm not a Scorpio. I'm a Capricorn. All the best people are Capricorns. Just saying. Yo, when that song is dropping, you keep playing. That song will drop. And I think it's perfect timing for it to drop. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. So, yeah. But it will drop. I will have that drop. I already have recorded a song. I'm getting my feet wet with music of some sort. Regardless to what, he's gonna try to do a lot of damage control. Cat's already out the bag. I let people know what the fuck was going on. He's gonna try to clean up whatever he could clean up. This is me just thinking ahead. So, stay tuned for a lot of accusations, lies, a lot of rebuttaling, all that bullshit. No, I'm not waiting to... What? I would be dumb to wait till that dude gets out to stop what the fuck I'm doing. No. I'm waiting till the time is right when I feel like confident and feel like this is it. Hi, Damaris. She's right here driving me crazy. Team Gemini. I don't know any Geminis. Your daughter is always smiling and surrounded by people who love her. Yup. Sneak peek of your merch. I can't put that out. I've actually wanted to put the sneak peek of my merch, but Tashi was like, no. I was like, can I post this up? She's like, no, it's for your merch. Won't he have to go into witness protection? I don't know. I don't know what part of his deal works out or whatever. I don't know. I know how to handle Danny, which is anything someone like that hates is to be ignored. So just ignore him. You can't feed into him. As far as him trying to ruin Benny, like, Benny has nothing to do with it. And if someone said you scared he's gonna ruin Benny's career, how? Benny's talented. Benny writes his own music. Benny's a good musician. Like, there's no doubt that I have that Benny's career is gonna be ruined by Danny. I mean, I'm just making the best out of the situation as I can right now. Like, I'm doing something with it rather than just being depressed and not doing nothing. I would be a damn fool if I didn't make something out of all of this mess that benefits me and my daughter. Because at this point, I have to fend for her and me. And if you can't understand that, then you're not a mom, I'm guessing. When he got them hands. A zebra never loses its stripes. Yep. I know. I was slacking. I've had someone say that just because I didn't go on Facebook Live last Sunday and I didn't do the talent show on Monday, that they unfollowing me and that they're not a fan of me no more. It was like, oh, Sarah has time to go to the bar and what they say? Go to the bar and not do her. She's changing because she didn't do her Facebook Live. And she's changing because she didn't do the talent show either. But she wants to get to a 300K. I want to get to 300K because I'm literally like 2K away. Like, why wouldn't I want to get to 300K? And I didn't do the talent show 2 days in a row because 2 days in a row I was in the studio. After the studio, yes, I went to the bar to have a drink. Like, I'm doing what you guys are kind of wanting too, which is music. So why is that person complaining? It's like there's always going to be one person you can't please. My daughter doesn't need anything from him. He can't give anything to my daughter worth value if it isn't a real genuine relationship. That's why. Is people want to make it out to be like, oh, you're money hungry. Yeah, okay. I haven't sought out any financial help from him, child support, none of that. Like, it's not about money with me. It's about the principle. Especially with a child that he knows is his. You know, he could run that line about, oh, I don't know if this kid's... Like, you know. you've put my daughter out there as yours very beneficially to you. So it's just like, can't pick and choose, bro. Be a dad, because that's what you are. That's what you're supposed to be. You used to have 333K or more. Your true fans will follow you no matter what. Thank you. That's right. Sarah gotta think smart. But they think you can't have a life? The fuck? Wow, they need to find a hobby if they that mad. I saw that girl's comment and called her out on it. I know, Jess. For that shit, if you don't do live or talent show, who cares? Something with ignorant and lying. And that's how she throwing rocks. No one knows what you go through on a daily basis. You're a strong ass woman. You ain't doing your job if you ain't got no haters. I was sad that you didn't come on, but I wasn't salty. LOL, if you got your own life to live. Then why people get so personal on the internet? Oh my God, Sarah, I love you here like this. Fuck all the haters. You're living your best life. Thank you. Hello from Hawaii. Hey, Hawaii. Hey, so pretty. Thank you. You can't please everyone or just be who you are. Don't listen to the weirdos. That sounds creepy and obsessive. Why didn't you take every guy to get her teeth done too? They're trying to be mean. I feel like she's insecure when she smiles. Shit. I tell you, it's both teenage and now the only thing I say is keep your head up. It will get better. Thank you. That necktie is dope. Thank you. I love your necktie too. Thank you. I don't think she's even seen my comments. I just did. Girl, put that man on child support. He's taking care of Jade's daughter. Fuck that. Which goes to show a lot. He's taking care of someone else's daughter. But neither of his. Because he has another daughter too that he had on me. Right. I hope his family tries to at least stay in contact with Saraya. Doubt it. That's just how they are. You've come a long way. You're a great mother and your personality is great. Keeping you and continue to be strong. Thank you. Even if you did seek out child support, that's your right. Do you have proof that your daughter is his? What, bitch? Do I have proof that my daughter is his? You will get cursed out. Yo, I can't even take that serious. Thank you. Fuck what they say, right? Thank you. I don't even think your daughter is even his. You need a blood test. You need my dick out your mouth. How about that? Now she's starting to look more like me. Yep. I don't know. These girls are clout chasing. I don't owe that girl an apology. What are 6ix9ine? Not happening. Your hair's so perfect like this. Thank you. Always think 2 steps ahead of the game. You gotta take care of yourself and your daughter at all costs. And that's what I'm doing. No, you know what? I don't need that. And neither does my daughter at this point. That's how done. Like, people say I'm still stuck on him or the situation. It's so done that I don't even want to go to court. I don't even want to seek out anything from the man. I just kind of want to be left alone if he can't just be changed. If he can't be a father and a good one. Like a good father to my daughter and not give me help, I don't want nothing. Nothing. That's how over it I am. I've been through enough. Okay? No, she's not trying to see the baby or reach out. Yeah, crazy. Thanks for doing your live on Facebook. No problem. Yeah, crazy. Um, I'm not really gonna speak too much on Marlena because I don't know how she's gonna take about me speaking on the situation, but I don't have no issue with her. Like, any issue I ever had should have been with him. Once there's a baby already in the picture, it just would seem stupid to still have the same mind frame I had when I was with him to have it now that I'm not with him and I'm not in denial about certain things. It would just seem stupid. At the end of the day, I'm growing. I'm mature enough to accept my faults, own up to my wrongs, and just move the fuck forward and grow. Oh, damn, I'm so delayed. Thank you, that's probably it. I don't know. You've grown so much, good. Thank you. I mean, I at this point, test results aren't a bad thing, but I believe her at this point. I believe that the baby is his. I believe that's my daughter's sister. Like, I've I've talked to her here and there. Me and her do have communication. I've actually just sent out Briella some stuff, you know, went out on my own and got her some things. I just think it's fucked up, the situation. It's just fucked up because he's an ugly person. Like, what made me want to do that was she had put up a post on her story and she was like, any other baby father would be better than the one I have. And she put the crying face. And I know it's not easy for her either. You know, she just had a baby after being, you know, ignored for 9 months. Her baby isn't acknowledged as his from his mouth. She's doing it all on her own financially. I don't think she has too much family support. So everything's all on her own. And I can understand what it is. Me and her share a baby father, you know? And the whole 3 months that Briella has been born, she hasn't had not one thing that Danny has given her. So I felt her on that, and I just went out on my own and just bought Briella mad shit. You know, sent it out to her. Your kid looks just like him. Oh no, that's her dad. No, she doesn't have much family, she said before. Such a good woman. That's wonderful of you that you did that for her and you're so understanding. That's amazing. So proud of you. Within the year you have grown my fast. I admire you and with your own love. Thank you. Look, at the end of the day, there's an innocent baby who has no fault in that. There's two innocent babies who have no fault in the no fault in the adult bullshit that's going on, because that's literally what it is. Everything now is just bullshit. I know it's not. Look, I have a daughter, so I have a baby. It's not that hard to know what sizes to get. Her daughter is 3 months, 4 months. I usually get things 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months. Summer clothes. I got her some summer clothes, some shoes. I mean, I don't think so. Me being honest, I don't think he'll be that changed to want to step up, but who knows? God strike me. Try to be as cordial and on some cool shit. You feel me? Like, I'm not, regardless to all the bullshit that you see me on talking, my thing is, on Instagram, since there are a lot of things going on, I am vocal. And that's one thing I don't ever deny or shy away from, is being vocal and people knowing how the fuck I feel on situations. But as far as my personal, I really don't want to be on some drama. I don't want to be on that drama shit. As far as my personal, me dealing with the people I deal with in my circle day to day, I don't want that shit. That's not something I want. That's mad impressive. That's super cute of you. Thank you. That's so sweet. I'm glad you're there for Marlene on the baby. I extend myself at this point. I extend a helping hand. Not that I said she needs or anything, but she has a baby. That's my daughter's sister's. My daughter's sister. And the last thing I would want to see is her struggle with a newborn baby. That is my sister's blood. I mean, my daughter's blood. So, I'm just over it. Like, that's my stance on it. Right there. Is it petty that I can't wait for him to come out and cheat on me? I don't know. Who knows? They're in love. I like when I watch you and Benny acting up, girl. You was humping in the bed to his music and everything. I laughed my ass off. Oh my god. Oh my god, you with the bangs good. Thank you. You ignoring me tonight, Zul Marie Cologne? No, I'm not. It's just mad comments here, and they're like delayed too. That's maturity right there. Hey, Stephanie Norwood, suck my dick. How about that? No, I just sent it out today. I was trying to get her to give me like somewhere to send it out to, but she wasn't very responsive. I just got an address literally like 2 days ago. So, oh, I got an address like 2 days ago, and I like packed it up today, and I have to send it out tomorrow. Suck all of our dicks. Is she still here? I thought I blocked her. Why wouldn't you want someone who's proud to show you off and show your kid off and stuff like that? Like, I don't know. Y'all just weird if y'all find anything wrong with that. I'm starting merch. I have merch that I'm working on. Where's Benny? Benny's on his way, actually. We usually go out for Easter. Like, we'll go to church and, you know, it's crazy. I'll get real personal. As if I'm already not. The last time I went to church was last Easter. And my aunt, which is Soraya's godmother, she invited me to church. She goes to church. And around the time last Easter, last year, I was not living with my parents. My mom had actually kicked me out the house with my daughter because I didn't want to put Danny on child support. Mind you, he already had made it. He was famous at this point, and I brushed my bang. That shit was bothering me. And where was I? My mom had kicked me out because she just was showing me a lesson, tough love. Like, he's not doing nothing for you, and if you can't expect him to do anything for you, you can't expect me. You know, at this point, it's just like a lot of stuff that I was going through with my mom. Me and her didn't have the best relationship at that time, so ended up leaving the house and moving with Abby around like February. So around February, March, April is when I was living with Abby, doing the cooking lives and stuff like that. I was living in her basement with my daughter. Mind you, Danny had an apartment that he didn't tell me about, where he was bringing all these girls. And I had went to church, and I was just, at that point in my life, I was so angry. I had a lot of anger. I had anger towards my mom, a lot of resentment towards her. I had a lot of anger and frustration with Danny because I felt like he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do as my partner at the time, as my daughter's father, as someone that I was supposed to be with, that I was just living in my fucking grandfather's basement with my daughter. and you have like the biggest song out there, you have money, you have apartments behind my back. It's just mad bullshit. I'm seeing you buy chains. It's just shit. I was like in a really angry spot in my life this time last year, right? So my aunt begged me. She was like, if you don't want to come to church, please just drop the baby off. I want to, that's my goddaughter. I got an Easter basket for her. I want to have her be around the kids in my church or whatever. So I just ended up going. And I was just listening or whatever. It was a nice service. And my aunt was like, oh, go, I'm gonna give me the baby. I'm gonna take her to get prayed for. They was calling people up to the altar to accept Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior and stuff like that. Pentecostal church. So I was just like, she was like, come with the baby and get prayed for. And I'm like, nope, not doing that. Nope. I don't like the feeling of crying. I don't like none of that. Take the baby. And I was being real adamant, like, I'm not going up there to get prayed for. And my aunt's friend, her best friend, who is her sister in Christ, she's a member of the church. Let me stop. She's a member of the church. And she was like, what are you afraid of? I'm like, shorty, I don't know you. This is my first time being here and meeting you. Like, what are you talking about? I ain't scared of nothing. I just don't want to go up there. And she was like, why though? She was like, there's nothing to be ashamed of. God knows your anger. And God is telling me to tell you to forgive your mom. So I'm like, pump the brakes. You not about to sit here and think you gonna tell me about my life. Right? Oh. So she told me that, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, that's one thing about my aunt. I know my aunt, she lives a very private life, and she's private with the things that I tell her. Like, my aunt is literally like my best friend. She's my daughter's godmother. I confide in her with a lot that I go through. She's literally my best friend, besides Abby. So I'm like, I know my aunt ain't tell her this shit. So I'm like, oh, she working it on me. Forgive my mom. She was like, just let it all go. Forgive her. Talk to her. And I started crying. I was like, I'm not gonna curse, but if I could curse, I'm like, bitch, you don't know me type shit. So she was like, come, I'll come with you. You don't have to be scared to go up there. So I went up there. And I'm like, all right, just let them pray for me. Keep it moving. There was a line behind me already. So my aunt Elaine, she comes with me and her best friend. She has the baby in her hands. And her pastor starts going crazy once I get up there. I'm like, I didn't want to be singled out. Why are you doing this? My nose is like itchy. I'm like, oh, they want to act up as soon as I get to the altar. Like, no, don't do it. Just pray for me so I could keep it pushing. I've made the fucking initiative to even come up here. I had to fight myself on it. I had to fight myself and have these ladies basically argue with me to go get prayed for, and they want to act up. Why? Homeboy was like, wait, you Elaine's niece? And the pastor, mind you, he's super young. He's a nice man. He's very young, very charismatic, very funny. He's a jokester, her pastor. So I'm seeing him wild out on me. I'm like, yeah. He was like, she always tells me to pray for you. And I know why. I'm like, I don't want to know why. Just pray for me so I can keep it moving. I want to get this going. I don't need you to, make a big scene in front of this big ass audience church you got going on. God forgive me. In front of all these people, right? So I'm like, I'm just looking like at my aunt like, see, this is why I didn't want to come up here. I knew I was gonna get singled out. Like I felt it. I'm like, yo, I don't go to church. I got all this anger towards God and everybody else in my life. I'm just an angry person. And I know it. I know I was. So I'm just like, alright, my man. Homeboy touched my chest and started speaking in tongues, and he was calling for his fiance. The pastor was engaged. He was calling for his fiance. I forgot his fiance's name. So Shorty came, and he was like, do me a favor, touch her. She touched me, and she started crying. I'm like, oh no, he's speaking in tongues. She's crying over here. I'm like, no, why is she crying? He was like, you don't understand what God has for you. You don't understand it. It's so strong. And I'm like, that's what everybody says. God has something for everybody and is always strong. So, I mean, I'm just listening like, yeah, just stop, please. Y'all making me nervous. I don't, like, y'all over here catching the Holy Ghost just by touching me. I just want to get prayed for. And I'm like, I'm just standing there like so confused. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. They probably looking at me like, for people who don't feel what the pastor and his wife is feeling, they're like, oh, this bitch is a heathen. There's something wrong with her. Like, you know, so I'm like, you know, so he was like, he grabbed the mic. He was like, I touch you and I feel hurt. I feel pain. I'm like, he was like, you don't know how many lives you're going to touch. You don't know how many women. God's going to use your voice. He's going to use your hurt to touch so many women. I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, he is. I'm like, you sure about that? And at that point, I didn't go through nearly half as much as I went through the rest of the year. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, nigga. At this point, I'm only being neglected and beaten down at this point. So I didn't get to go through half the shit that, you know, I'm being open with now. So I'm like, yeah. He was like, you have so much anger built up. You let that go, and it's gonna be nothing but love. They was like, he said, God, what exactly he said? He said, God is gonna use your voice and what you go through to bring the broken to him. I think that's what he told me. He was like, God is gonna use you to bring the broken to him. Something exactly like that. So I'm like, I don't want to get teary-eyed now, so I'm just like, yo, like literally a whole year later, and look at what the fuck I went through. Girl, he didn't lie. And I got emotional. I did. It still seems like kind of crazy to me, because I really didn't know what the fuck was in store for me all of last year for the rest of the year. And it's just like kind of hit like a nail in the coffin. Like at that point, I just thought I was angry, but I didn't really know how broken and hurt I was. And not that I don't have no faith in God or anything, but I'm not big into religion. I'm big now in faith. Yeah, you don't have to go to church to have faith. And it's just like, now it's like, yo, that was literally a year ago. Oh, homegirl woke up. She woke up and didn't see me and she's crying now. Come, mama. Come. Come, baby. On a lighter note, Saria woke up. Come, lay down with mommy. Come, baby. Oh, I hate when she wakes up crying. Come, lay down. Come, lay down, baby. Oh, my baby. Oh, go meet me. Oh, go meet. She's like half asleep. Oh, okay, mama. Oh, come on, mommy bed. You sleep on your bed like a big girl? That's something I always say. Like, nobody's supposed to be made perfect. We all fall into sin, but I know for a fact God knows my heart. Stephanie Norwood. Eat a fat one. Your neck tattoo sexy. Thank you. It's like still peeling though. It's still like peeling. I feel like I could relate so much with you. This is why so many of us supporters love you. It takes time to be at peace with yourself. I'm not asking about the whole song. Yep, that's right. I still feel like I'm not all the way at peace with myself, but as far as certain situations, I'm all the way at peace with. No, it's not itchy at all. I'm surprised it's not. Thank you. Oh, it's raining. She's out. Thank you. Gracefully Broken. I like that. Should be a song. You should write it. That is nice. Stephanie needs a damn life. Where is this bitch? No, I don't personally see myself talking to Jorge again, but I do apologize for calling him a liar when he did speak out against the things that Danny was doing, because I was still in denial about a lot of things. And my thing was, I didn't want anybody to speak out on things that I was going through for me, because I wasn't ready to speak out on them myself. No, I can admit that. I did. Benny brought ointment and hot dogs. I have Aquaphor. I have to put some more on it though. Word. Love you guys too. Um, I wouldn't consider moving anywhere far from my family. Like I said, my family, we all lean on each other. Well, I have meet and greets this summer and stuff like that, hopefully. Well, I'm about to be off this. I'm gonna be back next Sunday. I do Sundays for like Facebook Live and stuff like that. So yeah, and maybe tomorrow talent show. I don't want to promise anything. I don't want people to say that they're not fans of me no more because I gave a day and got caught up and didn't do what I said I was gonna do. Thank you, but I want to tell everybody good night. If y'all come back Sunday, then y'all come back Sunday. I'm feeling tired too. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, y'all. Good night.